All right, boys. Welcome back to another Grindset talk. Today, we're going to be going over why you're letting your insecurities define your life, right? So, in life, everyone has insecurities. Everyone has something they're self-conscious about. It could be whether they're fat, skinny, they don't like the way they look, they don't like their nose, etc. But you need to realize that you need to use that to your advantage, right? So I'm coming on here being vulnerable as shit because I need to be real with y'all. And I know some of y'all can relate. So if you can see, I have a little scar here and a little scar here, bro. So I was so self-conscious about that shit. I let it eat me up because all the people in school, just like in extracurricular activities, like everything, like people would just give me weird looks because I didn't look like them, right? I remember I was in fifth grade and my teacher was reading this book called Wonder. If you don't know, essentially that book is about a kid with facial deformities or whatever. He has like messed up ears, messed up nose, messed up eyes, etc. So my teacher was reading that book and I swear to God, on everything, bro, she was like, oh, I don't know. It read something like, quote unquote, he had a cleft lip and scars all over her face. Bro, basically everyone in the class looked at me. Everyone. Bro, do you know how that made my fifth grade self feel, bro? I didn't even want to leave the house. I didn't want to go to school again. I didn't want to go anywhere. Like, every time I looked in the mirror, it was just me self-conscious about myself and beating myself up and living in my own head. But it took me 18 years. It took me until I was 18 to realize that this is actually a blessing in disguise, right? Because I get to share my story with you guys. I get to share how I can overcome things that are not normal and just like telling my story. So I don't care if you're fat. I don't care if you're skinny, bro. You need to use that shit to your advantage. You need to use all that built up pain and turn it into something special because you have what it takes inside of you. I never would have thought like I'd be on the journey to inspiring so many of you. Like, if you're watching this video and you're inspired, like, man, that means the world. It literally means the world. My 16-year-old self would not be thinking I'm doing this. My 16-year-old self would, he'd probably think I'd be depressed as fuck, still indulging in bad habits, still not making a change in my life, right? So what you need to do is a couple simple things, right? So focus on your strengths. What do you have going for you, right? Maybe you're good at a sport where that shit doesn't matter, whatever you're self-conscious about. Maybe you're just talented, but you don't like the way you look, which is the position I was in, right? Like, let me think here. So I was really good at basketball in high school, but I'm a shorter guy, so I let that shit destroy me from chasing my dreams of becoming a basketball player, right? I really believe I could have played pro, but my 17, 18-year-old self did not believe I could accomplish it, which is why I'm not chasing that dream to this day, right? So it's just a change in perspective, right? You need to believe that no matter what is holding you back, you will still persevere and be resilient to chase your dreams, right? So another thing, you need to focus on how your abnormalities or whatever you're insecure about, you need to focus on how you can use that to your advantage, right? So, like I said before, I get to use it as an advantage to share my story and be vulnerable with you guys, right? Because a lot of people in my position would just give up and be so self-conscious to the point where it eats them alive and just sit in their bed, do nothing because, oh, people don't like the way I look. I can't get that girl. Bro, lock in. Like, it realistically, none of this matters. None of this life matters. Like, as depressing as that sounds, unless you make a crazy impact in your life. Like, I'm talking like politician like Donald Trump, or like anybody nowadays that's a politician that's like controversial and all that shit. Unless you're one of those, you're most likely not going to be remembered in the next 300 years. So why don't you just live your life to the fullest and not care what people think? Because here's the thing. This is the thing you have to grasp. When people are poking at you, when people are trying to bring you down, it's always coming from a place of insecurity as well. It's always coming from below. Hate always comes from below. You need to adapt to that mindset. Think about it like this, right? All the rich people in the world, do you think they're focusing their brain power and willpower on bringing people down, bro? Like, hate is always gonna come from below. Just adapt to that mindset. Adapt to it right now. Solving your insecurities is so easy. You just have to not care what people think, focus on your strengths, and focus on how you can use your weaknesses or insecurities and stop coping and use them as your strengths, because your insecurities are a gift. Like, they're a God-given gift. I don't care if you believe in a creator or a God or anything. Like, it's a gift given to you by the universe to either tell your story or fucking come back from the biggest setback, right? So if you're fat, you can just use all that pain to go to the gym. If you're skinny, you can do the same. It's so simple, yet you guys are just gonna keep coping. Like, I don't understand. But at the end of the day, if you want to keep living inside of your mind, that is all your fault. Right? That is completely your fault. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about that, because I've been thinking about it for the past few days, and yeah, just wanted to see if any of y'all could relate to that. So if you took any value from that, boy or girl, I don't care. Bro, you could be a pickle, bro. Like, I don't care. If you took any value from that, go ahead and DM me on IG at Keegan Harrison _. It will be below in the description, and it's the link is also in my bio. So with that being said, y'all boys have a great day. Stay grinding. Let's fucking get this shit. Let's go.